That's a wrap.
Oh, thank God.
Absolutely incredible. The people love you.
Well, it's not easy being me, but it sure as hell pays off.
Great, because we have you scheduled in 2 weeks to have a report on Richard Nixon. Keep up the good work.
Should be as easy as pie.
That rehashed old crap about Watergate.
Come on, you've got to have this done in 2 weeks.
Well, do you have any ideas?
Guess not.
Well, hey. I got the perfect idea! I don't know how to tie shoes, do you? Oh, bam.
There we go.
Okay.
Hey dudes, what's going on?
Hey! I can't talk to you right now. Can you push me? Please.
Are you good?
No.
Push.
I wish I could go back in time.
Is she dead?
I don't know, is this even legal?
People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down, when you're strange. Faces come out of the rain when you're strange. No one remembers your name when you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down.
Megan, is that you? How do you know my name? Doesn't matter. We'll talk about that later. Where the hell am I?
It's 1975, you goddamn hippie.
So it worked? Are you busy?
No, I just got fired.
Great, I got a job for you.
No way.
Yeah, wait, take this.
Okay.
Great.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna interview people who are Richard Nixon. You're gonna film, okay?
Okay.
Someone say Richard Nixon? I heard someone say Richard Nixon. What's going on in this interview?
Yeah, it's an interview. Do you want to be a part of it or something?
My name is Laura, and Richard Nixon is a devil himself. Do you really want your children looking up to some freak show off-the-med president?
Well, that's quite an assumption.
It's not an assumption. This monster thought it was okay to act like an absolute fool in office. Is that kind of man you want your kids looking up to? Is that the kind of man you want representing you? I don't see how his mother could be proud of him sending bomb raids to impress his friends or taking an unprescribed drug for epilepsy, which he doesn't even have. He's such a goon with clouded judgment. He wasn't mentally stable for the White House at all, but God knows why he was let into office. I wish Kennedy was still alive.
Wasn't his sister lobotomized?
That's a conspiracy. Anyway, don't trust any Nixon. He's a sexist, corrupt, and unstable man. Hated Jews, women, blacks, you name him, he hated them. He sent so many disgusting emails about women without any care that his emails are put into archives. How could such a hateful man be any good for our kids? He wanted no Jews in the Oval Office, and hell, I know nothing about Jews except that World War when I was young. See where anti-Semitism took the world last time. This man needs to get over himself because thinking that just because you're white you can run a country better is cocky. He's a cocky, neurotic pill popper. Richard Nixon is a vile...
Okay, well, would you look at the time? The interview's over. Alright. See that man over there? We're gonna have to go and check him. So, follow me. Hey, sir! Wait. I got an interview with you about some president.
Excuse me? Look, I have an important business meeting to go to.
Only take a minute.
Okay, fine. But I better not lose my job because of you kids.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on Richard Nixon?
Well, I guess I'd have to say he sucks.
And why is that?
Look, I don't have any time for this.
Answer the question, and you can leave. I promise.
Alright, well, I'm a businessman, and I have to say that Nixon's economics were dreadful. The man had 2 recessions during his time as president, which brought the GDP down from 3.1% to negative 0.5% within the entire time he was in office. He had other poor trades with other countries, and the BS 10% tax on imports, and rising fruit prices, as if the price of living here wasn't already bad enough. Oh god, and don't even get me started on the gold standard, which affected the unemployment rate. To be fair, it was also stagflation and Vietnamization and wage controls, but the national unemployment rate went from 3.5% to 7.2% during his time in office. If anything, the president should see to the employment of hardworking Americans going up, not down. Did I answer your question good enough for you?
I guess so. Good luck, Mr. Bossman Simon. So, we are here today with Jenny, and Jenny, you look like you are bursting with stuff to say.
God, Richard Nixon is filthy. He's a goddamn pig-headed liar. Watergate was absolutely horrible, and we can't trust the government. Tons of presidents do stuff like that. It's just Richard wasn't sly enough and got caught. He wiretapped and insulted Democrats, recorded Oval Office meetings, stole memos, wirebombed think tanks, broke into psychiatrist offices. You name it, he's caught doing it. Even after being exposed for obstruction of justice, using the CIA to try and shut down that FBI investigation and having direct links to that Watergate thing, he's still never fully admitted his guilt. That man is so goddamn arrogant. Society is just barely getting more progressive, and he's so backwards against it. Women need rights, not to be silenced by him. African Americans need rights, not less of them. Minorities need rights, and I've never stand for the flag if it's under his America.
Not even if you get in trouble, huh?
Suspend me from the school, ground me, scrutinize me, do whatever you want. I'd probably never stand for the flag anyway. Freedom of speech.
Megan, can I talk to you for a second? This kid is kind of sketching me out. I think we ought to bail.
Let's go.
So, Grace, are you here to grace our presence today?
Of course, man. I have to let the man know that the rainforest needs saving. I'm actually starting a children's choir to help fundraise for it. So if any of you kids out there are 8 and want to save the rainforest, help save the rainforest, now's your chance.
So, with that out of the way, would you like to tell us about Richard Nixon?
Of course, ma'am.
Of course.
Of course. Richard Nixon was a bad, bad man. He gave secret authorization to bomb Cambodia, even though they were neutral to the situation during his Vietnamization period. Those Cambodians didn't know what hit them. That's uncool. South Vietnam just fell to North Vietnam. Anyway, so his Vietnamization didn't do much. War sucks, man. War sucks hard, but dying's gotta suck more. South Vietnam was so weak without the American Air Force. It's no wonder they fell. It's no wonder they lost. It's sad that so many people are suffering. You know, I don't know much about communism, but I think if you should start a war, if you start a war, you should finish it, not just leave them hanging. Man, you think if Nixon didn't pull that stunt, South Vietnam wouldn't have fallen?
Well, gee, I don't really know, but anyways, I gotta get back to my time. To my time. Time travel is a real bitch.
She's awake.
Yeah. Guess you're gonna want your phone back.
Thanks. Well, I don't care anyway, cause guess who got the interview? That's right, I did, and it's saved. Yeah, it's saved. Are you gonna help me edit or what?
I don't think I have time.
Are you gonna help me edit?